So we're going to be doing a full restore, both screen and housing. You can't really see it. Actually, you can. You can totally see it right here. This thing is just all busted up. Yeah. I regret buying this. But yeah, let's get into it. We're going to put this on our heat mat. Honestly, I might just totally skip the heat mat and just apply. Now, I'm probably going to edit this portion in before all of this, but as you can clearly see, I've already got this started. The name of the game is really just removing all of the glass or adhesive. Generally, I try to remove as much of the adhesive because that's the thing that, like, Jesus, I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm trying to remove as much of the adhesive. It's where it's broken, where it's just really annoying. And I am literally taking no effort because the LCD on this is damaged. So I'm taking absolutely no effort to try and not damage the LCD any further. I really could care less. There are many situations in which I would try and preserve the LCD, or not go in sort of heavy-handed. This is not one of them. You do want to be careful of your Face ID components, which are up here. There is a front mic, so be careful right here. I almost forgot about that. Well, honestly, if we're here, I'm inclined to just heat up because, as you can see, this may not be the case with you, but at least for me, the majority of this down here is intact. So I'm going to see if I can just remove the screen, and I'll deal with all this broken glass later. Dude. Holy crap. Alright. I'm gonna bust out my magnetic mat. So, in apples, infinite wisdom. They have this wonderful design. Now that that's done, we can lift it up here, which, well, as you can see, the lovely state of my battery makes total sense why I was having so many battery problems. It was sitting at 1% and it would reboot every once in a while. It wouldn't go more than 1%. If that had happened without this issue, then I don't know. I might be a bit concerned. But I'm pretty confident in saying that the new housing that I have, which also has a, I don't want to say new, but new to this, battery is going to be a heck of a lot better than this. Disconnect your battery before disconnecting anything else. Take your battery isolation tool. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to remove my ambient light sensors, which luckily are all still there, which is quite amazing. So you can see that they are here, here and here, and then we have the, I want to say the flood illuminator, and then the front mic. So we got to heat those up. We can remove our battery isolation tool. Now, generally, this plate is not always the easiest thing to reinstall after removal, as it has a tendency to sort of get bent out of shape. So I'm not going to bother to reinstall it because this iPad is for me. And I think it'll be perfectly fine. I don't know, let's see. Depends on how well I can... no, I'm going to reinstall this. Thank God I got a new battery. But yeah, it's just a matter for us of just removing a bunch of flexes and antennas. We're going to need a Torx, because of course we're going to need a Torx. I forget which one off the top of my head. And then there's just a bunch of, like, these are the antennas for these speakers. Here's some more antennas. It's just a matter of removing all those, and then we need to heat up the back of the device. I'm probably going to use some isopropyl alcohol to sort of soften up the adhesive to remove the board. But yeah, we're going to speed ramp through all of this, because why the hell wouldn't I? So, looks like we have this little bracket here, which I just sort of flicked off with my fingernail. Yeah, these are for the speakers. This bracket covers the, whatever the heck, the smart connector, I think is what it's called. Comment below if you know. Look at all this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Gotta go get my Torx. I am almost positive this is a T4 or a T5. So we're gonna try a T4. And what do you know? It's a T4. Just like that. Another flex there, another antenna, and we got this flex and another one, which is right under this. Just like that. Then we got these two. This one we can lift up on. It helps to get stuff out of the way. And I think that's it. I'm gonna put this on my heat mat, and then I'm gonna remove my ambient light sensor and that whole flex cable, and I'm gonna let that warm up. For those of you who are wondering, that is 69 degrees Celsius. So we need to clean up all the glass from here without accidentally tearing any of these flex cables. So you see this little silver bracket right here. Generally, this sticks to, it depends on how much you heat it up, but sometimes this sticks to the underside of the glass. Just make sure you remove that and any other tiny shards of glass, like this thing right here. And then that's it. I sent this off to be refurbished because it is generally less expensive to do that than it is to just buy a whole LCD. So I had this left over from another repair. So this is, once again, this is my iPad, or will be, assuming this repair is successful. So yeah, you just got to take this and lay some adhesive down. All right, let's line this up again. Usually it's easiest to, all right, where the heck did I put my spudger? This dude is the mic, which is that little hole right there. Let's center this. This is the mic. This is the mic. That's the hole where the mic goes. Just line it up right about there, and then you can use really? All right, I also need to transfer these. It is a flex cable. That's as far as I know. There's a bracket, top, bottom, bottom, top, bracket, All right. All right. Now that this is warm, I'm just going to take some alcohol. As long as you're using 91 or 99%, you basically can't mess up the board with isopropyl alcohol. Excuse my head for just a sec. All right, there we go. Apply some more alcohol. Apply some more alcohol. Oh. Well, all right. Sometimes wiggling back and forth helps. It's just adhesive keeping it in. All right, and this is it. Literally, we have 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and then I'm guessing all of these right here that didn't 10, 11, 12, 13 little strips of adhesive. Yeah, that's basically it. And this is our really messed up housing and really messed up battery. We can take this and chuck it. So, here is a little comparison, as if you couldn't already tell. Decent battery, terrible battery. So there is sort of an alignment pin, which is this hole in the top right. I mean top right as in this orientation. I'm going to be doing it this way. And then you can sort of see this little post right here, which from the looks of it, I guess, no, we have some other ones. Okay. Yeah, all of these right here, which is nice because some of the iPads don't. At this point, we need to get this out of the way. This. So many flexes. I think that's it. Just start snapping these suckers in. There we go. So, I don't think I'll be able to get this on camera very well. Historically, these are a gigantic pain in the ass. You have, how do I even describe it? It's like these, the whatever copper pins, you might need to sort of flatten out, which might be the issue for me. You'll sort of just have to, but there's, essentially they sit vertically, and then you just need to go straight down, and you just got to align it properly, and you'll probably have to mess around with these when they say it. Seriously, Apple, this is like my least favorite design that you've done. So I was able to get that one. That one. Okay, I don't know why the ones at the bottom were being such a pain. That one. Snaps in. Alright, there's that one. God, these are so annoying. This, if you can, just sort of tuck it in. That's lovely. It would be awesome if they made all the connectors like this, but they don't. So I think, I don't know if you can tell this from the video, but there's this like, I don't know, glue almost. And you might need to remove it from around the connector or from this piece specifically. All right. There, that's good. All right, back to the ones at the bottom. That one's good. That one's good. This flex wants to keep coming undone. Sometimes you have to sort of tuck these cables in just the right order. That one's good. Yeah, this one is annoying because you don't have that much. Yeah, see what happens is this fin can get sort of bent out of place. Done. There's our charge port. So I don't need any of that. I can then drop my Face ID. So here we come in with our X-Acto blade. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm a perfectionist. All right. Now, we're basically here. I'm going to take some of my primer. All right, once again, make sure our battery is disconnected. with our isolation tool. Sort of fold it in. I gotta take this out. I don't know if I'll be able to get this on camera, but generally I like to, you almost have to close it and then sort of peek in this way. Like, it should be open like that much. You should be able to get your hand in. Shouldn't be that difficult. Now we're gonna test this again. Now is the time to talk about today's sponsor. That'll be me. So I have a website I just created. I primarily buying iPhones and iPads. Working, broken, locked, whatever you got, go there, get a quote. If it's not good enough, tell me. So, here is the testing portion of the video. Volume down, volume up, power. So if I didn't already mention this, Face ID is basically a no-go because it's paired to this cable. Thanks, Apple. What else? I know that it charges. And then we can test a couple of, I don't even know if they have, they do have voice memos. Okay. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Yeah, so that's good. So that's rear, front works. What else? Video. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. So all the microphones work. Yay. Test, test. I'm trying to think of what else there could be. Do they even have a flash on this thing? Honestly, I think that's such a pointless thing to have. I don't know. Do you take photos with your iPad? Comment below. I think it's only important for like FaceTime. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. So I'm gonna call this a success. But we still got a couple of things. We got to put these plates in. We got to take all the adhesive off. Now, once again, so we got to disconnect here. Throw this plate on. Now, we gotta connect this flex and then we gotta sort of fold this out of the way. And I don't think you can mess this up, but the longer screw goes up top. Shorter screw goes there. Now for the next portion, which is basically just removing all of the adhesive. Now you got to do this sort of cleverly because you don't want to open I'm sorry, open. You don't want to let the adhesive touch the frame until the last second. And then I guess we got one more. Oh, no, there's just a little remnant from, so I guess there was 4 pieces. And generally, all you should really have to do is it should just want to sit in place. Now, usually what I'll do after this is I put it on a heat plate just to soften up the adhesive. I don't know, it just helps cure. It sticks to it better. But yeah, that's pretty much it.